ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे जन्माद्यस्य अतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे भिज्येश्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदताम् ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 30, verse number 38. So we read how Sri Krishna he left with.
We did do 37. We did not do 37.
37 we did.
We did.
Yeah. So he left and gopis were searching, and then they found the footprints of Krishna with another gopi. And then it was described how Krishna was showing to people the wretched position of materialistic people who are influenced by kama. And Sri Shukdev Goswami's purpose is to teach about the ultimate or the highest manifestation of Priti, which is in Vipralambha. So that's the intention of the speaker. So then we read that she was walking with Krishna, which was recognized as Srimati Radha, Anya Radhito Nunam, Bhagavan Haririshwara, Yanno Vihaya Govinda, Yamana Radraha, Prito Yamana Anayadraha. So now she is speaking to Krishna in this verse. So tato gatva vanodese dripta keshavam pravit na pareham chalitum naimam yatra te manaha. So when they went into deep forest in a solitary place, then this gopi, Srimati Radha, so she also was proud because thought that I am the only one whom he is with and he has left everyone. So she thought of herself very special, and therefore she spoke as follows to him. He says, Na pariyeham chalitum. He says, I am unable to walk. So then what? If you are unable to walk, he says, Na mam yatra te mana. He says, you can carry me wherever you wish. So means that it's up to you if you want to carry me, otherwise I am sitting down here because I cannot walk. So that's what she said, and Krishna said, okay, no problem, I will carry you. So this is now to create the Vipralambha separation between Radha and Krishna. This pastime is arranged here so that we can understand the supreme position of Srimati Radha, and also so that all the gopis now become equal. Otherwise there can be rivalry and the other gopis will feel jealous, some of them at least, the Vipakshas. But now when everybody is in the same boat, then Krishna made everyone free from jealousy, so that they all search for him. So that's what he will do. So Sri Vishwanath says that Vanasya Utkrishta Pradesham Gatva. So going to some very beautiful place in the forest, then she spoke to Keshava. So why he is called Keshava here? He gives a meaning. He says Keshavam Keshan Vaimanam, that he was dressing his hair. That's why Kesha means hair on the head. In Sanskrit there are different words for the different hair on the body. So the Kesha is specifically used for the hair on the head. So he is called Keshava. So Va means Vaimanam, means who was dressing, combing the hair. Keshan Vayati iti Keshava. So Keshan Vayamanam, so he was doing it. Prakrita Narmadyotaka Chudam Unmochayante Tasyaha Vichitra Venitvena Grathantam. So what he was doing, that earlier he had tied a knot on the head with the hair, just as in a joking manner. So now he was opening that and he was braiding the hair. So therefore this is his conjecture. So Vichitra Venitvena, he was making a nice braid, and therefore she became more proud that look, he's my hairdresser and I am the only one. So, case of hairdressers. So, Ateva Dripta. So, therefore, she was haughty, proud. Swadhin Kantaya Darpa Eva Rasavaham iti Bhava. So, there are different type of Nayikas, 8 types. One of them is called Swadhin Bhartrika. So that's what is called Swadhin Kanta, means who keeps the lover or the husband under her control. Women like that, to control the husband, keep in the grip, don't run anywhere. They like to keep the husband in the pocket, although they don't have pocket. Right? They have a bag. So that is the special name given to them. They are called Swadhin Kanta here because Krishna is not married. So he changed the word. The technical word is Swadhin Bhartrika. So Swadhin Kanta. So he says that the women who are Swadhin Kanta or Swadhin Bhartrika, who keep the husband or the lover under control, the beauty in them is their pride. Their pride is relishable. If they are good wife and good lover, then that kind of pride is actually enjoyed by the lover or the husband. There is also pleasure in pride. It is not that you always enjoy to boss around, you also enjoy when you get bossed around. Right? That also gives pleasure. So therefore Krishna says that this was Rasavaham. So she said, Chalitum na pare, so that I am unable to walk. Iti. Why is that? Bahuvan Brahmanotho me Sramo Abhut iti bhava. Because we have walked so much. So there's big forest. In those days there was nothing here, so you could walk miles. So they have walked so much. He says, I am tired now. How long am I going to walk? So Krishna says, Nanu mugdhe tabhyo duram agre hirdayam sthanantram gantavyam iti chet. He says that we have to go far away from these other gopis. We should know the simpleton. Mugdha means simpleton. That tabhyo duram agre hirdayam sthanantram. We should find a nice, cozy spot where these gopis cannot trace us. Why? That's the reason they were walking and walking and walking. If they just walk 100 feet away, they will come and catch them. So they have, and they must be walking fast so that they don't come. Because if they are walking in the same direction, they will catch them. If they go in a wrong direction, then it's good. But since there are millions of them, they're probably going all around. So better to walk fast. So walking fast and walking for a long time is tiring. So therefore he says, I am tired. So then he says that let's go far away. So then he says, well, in that case, carry me. Naya mam. So Purvan mam vahaniti. He said, just like before you were carrying me. Because remember they said that now we don't see the footprints. They saw the footprints and then there were no footprints. So that showed that Krishna carried her. So he says, like you carried me earlier, now you can carry me again. Since you are already used to it. So no problem. So then Nanu kim agrim pradeshe anyajan duspravesham kunja antargatam pushpatalpam tam nayami kimba poshpabharnartham pushpodyanam tatraha yatrate manayati. So now Krishna is asking that, so shall I take you to a very deep forest where people cannot enter, and find a bower where there is a nice flower bed. Is that I carry you there, or you want me to carry to a place where there are a lot of flowers so that I can decorate you with flowers? So she gave a choice. She says, Yatra te mana. He says, see, up to you. Whatever you want. I'm so tired now that my brain is not working. Cannot make decision. Like when you get too tired, then give up. So when it happened, then Krishna said, okay, carrying in the arms long distance is difficult, because if you have to carry the weight, best is that the weight is balanced, and weight should be aligned with your center of gravity. If it is not aligned with center of gravity, that will pull you, right? So best is to put her on the shoulder. If carrying in the hand is away from the body, it is more tiring. So Krishna knew this. He already knew how gravity works. Although Newton discovered it later on. But he knew that. So he said, Evam muktaha priyam aha skandha aruhyatam iti tatascha antardadhe Krishna savadhuran vitapyata. So when he was spoken like this by her beloved Srimati Radha, then he says, okay, no problem. Jump onto my shoulders. They are wide and big and strong, and I will carry you. So he says, okay. So Radha was very happy that I'm going to get a ride now, what they call as piggyback. Right?
Piggyback.
So Krishna went down, and he really went down, never came up. So Radha went to jump on her shoulder, but he was not to be seen, he disappeared. He's a clever guy. She never thought that. She thought he is a Swadhin Bharat Canto, that he is under my control, I can do anything now. But Krishna is Krishna, He has his own mind. So therefore he disappeared. He went to sit on his shoulder, and then sees that his foot, instead of being here, went on the ground. He almost fell down. Right? Sometimes if you miss a step, you can fall down, right? Especially if you are walking on stairs, coming down, you can have a fall. So this is what happened to her. So she fell down. Tatascha antardadhe Krishna. So Krishna, he disappeared. And it's not difficult for him, because he is Krishna, he is blackish in color. It's night time. Doesn't need much for him to hide. So sa vadhur anvatapyata. And then when this happened, then she started crying very piteously. You can imagine the situation. So this is being described here in this sloka now. Tatascha, so Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes very nice explanation to this, what Krishna thought in his mind. So tatascha Krishnena mansi evam vicharitam. So it is interesting how he is trying to read Krishna's mind. This is what commentators do, that they read the verses, the words very carefully, deeply meditate, and then try to understand what is going on in this sloka, and the speaker or whoever is involved. So he is seeing what is in Krishna. They are trying to now show to us what was Krishna thinking when he did that. Because we may wonder why he did that. This is not fair, especially leaving a woman at night alone in the forest, right? Leaving somebody on the highway and driving away. That's very dangerous. So this is what he did. So that seems very cruel. How can a lover do that? So tatascha krishnena mansi evam vicharitam. So we have to go beyond our mind and see Krishna's mind, what goes in his mind. So he says, aho anaya swabhavikaha swadharmaha parityakta eva. So he says that, oh, this Radha has certainly given up her own nature. Her own nature means her nature of being Vamya, means not being agreeable. Vamya can have different meaning in different circumstances. Here it means not being agreeable. You say something and you say, no, not like that. So nahi sannayika puspatalpam prati svanene vatsa nayakaya sammatim datte. Why is that? Because those who are noble heroines, they do not give their approval to the hero to carry them to the flower bed. They will resist. That is the Vamyata. That the hero says that let's go and go to the bed, and they will resist that. That is called Vamya Bhav. So now she has given up Vamya Bhav. She is not only given up Vamya Bhav, but she herself is saying that do as you like. So then he says that Krishna is very good at that, in changing roles. So if she gives up the Vamya Bhav, then I will give up the Dakshin Bhav. He did that earlier also. Then I will become Vamya. I will become disagreeable. You are saying, carry me? I will say, yes, but I will not carry. Because Krishna has no problem going against.
Contrary.
Yeah, he can jump his words. He's trained in that. Told to his mother, I have not eaten butter. So he's practiced it. So if he could do it with his mother, why not with Radha? So therefore he says that yadi cha anaya vamya roop swadharmatvat dharmatyaktas tada mayapi sannayakena sambhukta kanta anuvartitatva lakshano dakshinyamaya swadharma tyaktavya. So if she has given up her disagreeable nature, which is her dharma, then I, who also am a noble Nayaka, hero, then the characteristic of a noble hero is that he is agreeable, especially to a lover whom he has enjoyed, or the beloved whom he has enjoyed. But now he says, I will give up that quality. So, nahi dvayoreva dakshinye vamyeva rasa surasa syat. Because of both are agreeable or both are disagreeable, then the rasa is not very relishable. The relishability of rasa is when one is agreeable, other is disagreeable. If Radha is disagreeable, then Krishna is agreeable. If she is agreeable, then he becomes disagreeable. So he says, therefore, I will change. And na chatra rasika lokai raham dushaniya. And if I do like that, then those who are rasikas, they will not criticize me. Because rasikas knows what I am doing. Other people will say like this, that what kind of lover is he? In the midnight, he's leaving her alone in the forest. He doesn't think twice what can happen. What if some tiger comes there? Earlier, remember he said that they are dangerous animals. Go back, you have seen Drishtam Vanam. You have seen the forest, now go back. Now he himself is leaving her. So he says, no, Rasikas will not think like that. So he says, Rasohi Naika Prakranta Paripatika Eva Sadhur Bhavet. So he says that rasa is sadhu, it is good, it is tasteful, only when you follow the style, paripati, which has been started by the Naika, the heroine. So that is one. Now there is more. So kincha mahapremavatya asya mada vipralambha janita dasa vishesha didriksha sakshadeva yachiram me vartate sapi etad avsare purna bhavishyati. And he says that I have a long-standing wish to see Srimati Radha in a state of separation from me. Madhavipralambha janita dasa. How does she feel when she is in separation from me? I want to see that. And this is a good opportunity. Because here in the forest, I have no restriction. I will hide here and see. When she is at her own place, I cannot go there to see. That's because she is protected. And people will wonder why I am going there. So here there is no problem. So therefore, this is the proper time for me, a good opportunity. So my wish will be fulfilled. Then next, another wish. Mata samslesha janitam asyaha saubhagya adhikyam tabhiranubhutam eva. He says the gopis have experienced the good fortune of Srimati Radha in my union, because they all saw that I left all other gopis and I disappeared with her. So they know her great position, her great fortune, but they do not know how great is her state of separation from me. So I also want to show that. Mad vishlesa janitam janitam api premodrekam paramadhi vyanjikam dasham asadharnim drishtva taha chamatkar sindhu nimagna bhavantu. So he says that let them completely drown in the ocean of supreme wonder by seeing some very unusual state of separation of Radha, which will be like a intense mental agony out of excessive love because of separation from me. So madvishlesha janitam api, that even in the state of separation from me, out of outburst of prema, which will create a very unusual, very special, extraordinary state of mental agony, they will see this and they will wonder that how can someone even experience such a state in separation. So then they will know the greatness of Radha. And then they will not feel jealousy or anything, because then they know that this is impossible for anyone else. Asa mad virha badvanal jwalaya agre tasam mad virho deepa dahanaito bhavatu. So he says that the forest fire of separation which she is going to feel, the fire of separation of these gopis will be like a small lamp in comparison to them. So let them know this. So Deepa Dahan, like burning of a lamp, and her forest will be Badvanal. Badvanal is the ocean fire. So like the ocean fire, inside the ocean there is supposed to be a big fire. So like the flame of that fire in case of Radharani. Tatascha asyaha purntamabhyam sambhoga vipralambhabhyam Sringar raso api adya purnatamatvam apadyatam. And therefore, today when she will have this, she will manifest this state of separation, then this will be the highest manifestation of both union first and then separation of Sringar rasa. And in this way, today the Sringar rasa will achieve the ultimate state of fulfillment. So this is what Krishna is thinking. And in other words, here what will become manifest now in the next sloka is to show the ultimate limit of prema. It's like you read in Chaitanya Charitamrita that how Mahaprabhu was feeling very intense separation because he was in the mood of Radharani, and he will manifest these various states, that he will break his head onto the wall, his limbs will go inside, he will fall down, and all the saliva coming out of his mouth and making different sounds. So those are very extreme states of love in separation. And here in Bhāgavatam it is shown. So this is actually the purpose of Bhāgavatam, to show the ultimate limit of prema. And that is what is being depicted here. So he is speaking from Krishna's point of view, but the purpose of the book is to teach us. Asyapi virahe mat sampadite sarva viraha upshanti anantaram sarvasam ekmatya sati vidhitsito adya raso api shetsyati. So now when I am going to create separation even for her, then what will happen, that the gopis who are in separation, then they will all feel that now we are all same. So whatever sense of jealousy some had that he has gone away with somebody, now that will go away. And then sarva viraha upshanti anantaram sarvasam ekmatya sati vidhitsito adya. And then when I will appear again, then their feeling of separation will quieten, it will be over, and then they will all come into the same mood. So there will be no feeling that why he did this, why he did that. Now they will be all in the same mood, and then we will have Rāsa-līlā again without any problem. So this is his thought. So rasopi setsyati anyathatve tat sangarangina maya tasam mano adya sarvathaeva durupsamana ityadini. Otherwise, if I do not do that, and then they find us, or I will appear with her, then they will remain sulky. And why did you go with her? Why you left us alone? So then I will not be able to remove their sulkiness, their man. But now, by creating separation from Radha, everybody's man, everybody's pride will be put to ground. So that's his thinking. So otherwise, their mano adya sarvathaeva durupsama ityadini. Otherwise, it will not be possible to quell their mana इत्यादीनि बहुनि प्रयोजनानि पर्यालोचयन् सहसा एव अंतर्दधि सुर आह स्कंधयति. So thinking all this in his mind, the various things which he want to achieve simultaneously, then he wished to disappear from there, and wishing to disappear, he says, okay, you come and sit on my shoulder. So he knows that she is not going to be there, I am going to disappear, but externally he is speaking. So that is his expertise. अंतर्दधे तत्रैव स्थित्वा ताम पश्यन्नपि तन्नयन गोचरताम जहो इत्यर्थ. So antardade means disappeared, means that he was situated there only, he did not go anywhere, and therefore he was seeing her, but she was not able to see him. That is the meaning. So now they are doing research these days that how to become invisible. There is a lot of research going on in that. So the idea is that if you can develop some kind of a dress which will absorb light 100%, because now wherever light falls, some gets reflected, and that's why we are able to see. But if you make a dress like a black hole in which the light goes and it doesn't come out, then the person will be invisible. Or you will only see his head and get scared. He's a ghost, isn't it? If it doesn't cover the head, then head will be moving, but you don't see anything else moving. So in future, something like that is about to come, and this will be welcome for the criminals, becoming invisible. So Krishna already knew this. So he became invisible, but he is seeing. अत्र नयमाम यत्र ते मन इति वदन्त्या वृषभानुनंदिन्या मनसि एवं विचारित. So why did Srimati Radharani said that you take me wherever you wish to take me? He says she was thinking like this. Vilasa srama vanavihara srama khinnaya mamakshanam sushupsha vartate. He says that because of dancing and then walking in the forest, I am exhausted, and therefore I wish to sleep. Susupsha. And asyapi swap abhavenaiva sarvarajniya apanam kalyanam asukhodarkam eva. And for Krishna also, he has also not slept, and so much night has passed. So it is good for him also to sleep, otherwise it is not auspicious, not giving happiness to him. अतः पुष्पतल्पम नयति चेत नयतु आवाम तत्र स्वाप्स्याव इति अतः तत्र असम्मतिर् न कृता. Therefore, if he wants to take me to a flower bed, then let him take me, and then both of us can sleep there, become fresh. Thinking like this, she did not object to that. Tatra Bhāgavatas tadantakarana vigyata प्रेम रस्मय लीला शक्तिया एव तिरोधापिता तत्तत् लीला सिद्ध्यर्थम इति ज्ञेयम्. So he says that in this particular situation, the ability for Krishna to understand the mind of Radha was taken away by Leela Shakti. Otherwise, he will not behave like that. He will know what she wants and he will do that. So he says for the enjoyment, for the relishing of the Leela, then Leela Shakti arranges in this way. So now in the next sloka there is a description of or separation. You have a question? Any question for anybody? Yes.
Babaji, I have a question.
Bolo.
So, Srimati Radharani is the best of the gopis and all of Krishna's devotees. So, what is the fault in her of being proud of that? Because it is factual.
Because
It is
it is
factual.
factual.
Because it is factual.
It's a fact.
It is true in the sense. So, how can there be a pride in that?
So who said that there is a fault? Did he say anywhere that?
No, so why is she being punished for being the best of the devotees, maybe to put it that way?
So that you know that she is best of the devotees. So you are already knowing the conclusion from this pastime. Then you are applying the conclusion and then saying why did it is because of this only you know that she is best. Otherwise, how do you know that she is the best?
Okay.
This is what is said, that her bestness is shown in union, and now her bestness will be shown in separation. So because this is now known and it has become popular, so you are assuming. But if I ask you, how do you know that she is the best? So this is the one Bhāgavatam which is establishing her that she is the best. Okay,
Babaji, I have a question. So in this separation, I was just trying to understand more about it. So is there in this particular case, is there a sense of regret and rather because I should not have let him carried me, or maybe I should not have done that so that he did not disappear? Is there like a sense of that?
Yeah, that will be there also.
Okay. And is it that the grief part of it makes the absorption stronger, or like there's a sense of loss?
Stronger?
There's a sense of loss here, right? Krishna left. So is that a sense of loss which creates the supreme absorption of prema?
Yeah, it's natural. When you have something and you lose it, then you think of that because you don't have it. Our mind goes to something which is missing, right? That's how we are working. We are working for what we do not have. What we have, about that we don't bother. That we already have, so why bother about it? We are always bothering about that which we do not have. Otherwise people will have something and then they don't want to think of anything else.
If I may ask,
That is after calm.
so this assumes that when a person is grieving, they have this hope that the person will actually return to them. So that's why it keeps on continuing. For example, somebody dies, then eventually you come out of the grief and absorption stops. So here,
It takes time to accept that the person is dead.
so but here there is no acceptance. There, Radha is okay. He has gone. Let me go somewhere else or something.
Yeah, in love it is very difficult. There are all types of emotions come. It's not just one. And logic does not work.
Babaji, I have this.
You can take the mic.
Regarding the rasa, the Shringar ras and Madhurya ras.
There's two different names for the same.
For the same.
It's called Ujjwal Ras, Madhurya Ras, Shringar Ras. Same
There's
synonyms.
no one difference between the two.
I mean, the words have different connotation, but they refer to
In
the same
context.
They refer to the same object.
Okay.
It's like one object can have different names,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have water. So there are maybe 60 names for water in Sanskrit.
Mm-hmm.
Although they all refer to water, but each word has got a different, is because of some different quality. Jivanam is also water.
Okay.
Water is also called Jivanam,
Yeah.
because it's life.
Jal hai, Jivan hai.
Ambu and many names.
Science also says that when they're trying to search life on other planets, they're looking for water. If water is there, there'll be life. No water, no life. But Sanskrit is already saying it. It says Jivanam Jalam.
So, when Mahaprabhu was in this separation feelings, he was in such a deep, he was like kind of outside consciousness. So the devotee, they were very worried that he could hurt himself, and because he was hurting the head and rolling and so on, and then the limbs and the transformation. So then, in the case of Srimati Radharani, I was thinking, Krishna was not worried about what could happen to her in that sense, or?
No, he was watching, he said that.
Look at him. He just was.
Says Tam Pashyanapi.
He knew she can sustain the pain.
Yeah, it is not necessary that immediately she is going to hurt. You are going to the extreme. So it is not like that. She will call for him and then other gopis will come.
Okay.
Malati?
Gurudev, when it was explained that rasa is only tasteful when it follows the style that has been started by the Nayika, I somewhat understand if the Nayika is a Vamya, has a Vamya Bhav. Does it also apply to a Nayika who is Dakshina?
Yeah. Certainly.
Could you explain how that? Could you explain that? Why that is the case?
Because then he is going to act disagreeably. Then this is what is happening now. Radha is behaving like a Dakshina and he is becoming Vamya.
The general principle that rasa, it follows always the style of the Nayika.
Yeah, the style means that if she is Vamya, then Nayika will become Dakshina. And if she is Dakshina, then he will be Vamya. That is the meaning of style.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because he already said that if
So
he already said if both are Vamya or both are Dakshina, then it is not relishable. I mean, relishable
okay, so
does not
she's the
mean
one
that.
who dictates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, anything else? So now this sloka is describing, because previous one said Vadhur Anvataptavat, that she repeatedly lamented. Mahur Vilalapa, that is the meaning of Anvatapyat. Anu means repeatedly. So this is a description of that. It says Hanath Ramana Preshtha Kwasi Kwasi Mahabhuja Dasyaste Kripanaya Me Sakhe Darshaya Sannidhim. So he said that, O Nath, O my Lord, O Ramana, my dear, my beloved Preshtha, where are you? Where are you? O one with mighty arms. I am your servant. I am wretched. O my friend, please show yourself to me. Appear before me. So this is how she was lamenting or crying. So vilapameva aha ha natheti. So this is describing the state of her lamentation. Tad viyoga mahagnina dahyamana dahyamanad asmad dehan me prana samprati nishrita praya yatnena api maya rakshitum na shakyante. Says because of the fire of your separation, the intense fire of separation, my body or my life here, they are burning. Dahyamana dasmat dehad. My body is burning and therefore my life here are just about to leave the body. Because body functions on prana, which are 5 types. So, but these pranas leave the body when the pranas cannot function in the body at all. So if the body gets fire on it, it starts burning, then after some time the prana will leave. So he says that I am trying to hold on to the pranas, but very difficult because it's such an intense fire on the body. Eshantu tvameva natho ato darshanam dattva shighram etan rakshati. And you are the Natha. So Natha means here Prananatha. You are the Lord, you are the Master of my life here. Therefore please show yourself and protect my life here. So be quick. Nacha esham raksham aham swartham prarthe. So one may say that she is a great devotee, so does she want to protect herself because she is afraid of death, or what is the reason? So she says that no, I don't want to protect myself for my sake. I'm not asking you to protect myself because I want to live or I don't want to die, but only for your sake. Kintu tvadartham eva ityahe he ramanati. So that is the meaning of the second address, Ramana. So he Natha, Ramana, Preshta, Kwasi, Kwasi, Mahabhuja. So Natha is making that is the Natha, the Lord of the protector of the life here. And why he wants to protect life here? So that he can enjoy, because he cannot live without Radha. So therefore Radha is, even in this state, she is only thinking of him. This is what prema means. Even in that state, she is not thinking about herself. She is thinking of Sri Krishna. So he Ramana iti sarvam api anyam gopis tyaktva Raman sukha visheshartham yam etavad duram raha samaneshi tasyam mai mritayam eva rati sukham anyatra alabhmano mam samaran stvam dukkhene vilapsasi iti bhava. So he's saying that you dropped all other gopis so that you could relish my company, and therefore you brought me this far in a solitary place. But now if I die, then the pleasure which you get by my company, you will not be able to get from any other gopi. And then remembering me, you will be in a great state of grief. And I don't want that to happen. So this is how prema thinks. This is the mindset of prema. It is only worried about the object of love, not about itself. So he says that, so this is also described when Uddhava came, when Krishna left Vraja and then Uddhava came, he saw that all the gopis were all dressed nicely, this, that, so he was a little surprised. And all the Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. So even Nanda Maharaj, when he came back from Mathura, Yashoda was taunting, how is that you are alive without Krishna? So he replied that I am alive because one day Krishna will come back. He said he will come back. And if he sees I am not there, how much pain, grief he will feel. And I don't want him to feel that grief of separation from me. Therefore I am alive. And I will keep myself alive. So same gopis also. Every day they thought that Krishna is coming today. He is coming today. Every day they will wake up in the morning and think, maybe he will come today. Maybe he will come today. So they will dress themselves, keep themselves in good shape. Otherwise, if they are emaciated, then Krishna will feel sad, oh, because of me, look what I did to them. So they don't want him to even think like that because of him going away and because of the separation, they have become emaciated. So up to that extent, their thought goes to serve, which normal mind cannot think. Nanu astu mad dukkham tena tavkim. So now if Krishna says that let me suffer, what's your problem? Why are you bothered? Tatra he prashtha iti. He says, what? You are my prashtha, you are my lover, most dear object. Tamat prashthatvat tvadiyam tad dukkham koti guni bhuya mayeva bhavishyati. He says, because you are my beloved, and if you suffer, I will suffer 1,000,000 times more. And then you will suffer when you see me suffering, because you are my lover. So I don't want you to suffer that. So mat pran goti nirmanchaniya padabja nakhare ek desasya tad dukkham hem mritvapi shodhum na parishyami. He says, you are my life, you are my everything. I offer my life to you millions of times, even to just one ray of your nail from your foot. So if I see that you are suffering from my separation, he says, I will not be able to tolerate your suffering even after death. Because after death also I will be somewhere. Death does not mean that it's over. So even after death, I will suffer if you suffer. And I won't be able to tolerate that you are suffering. Even then. Atha kripya sannidhaya tadeva dukkham duri kuru iti bhava. Therefore, please appear before me and accept appear before me and remove the suffering. Nanu yadi nishrit praya eva pranastadatan ahamapi katham nivartitum prabhishyami tatra he mamuja. Then Krishna says that if your life here is almost out, then what is my power to bring them back? It's like somebody is on the ventilator. He says, I don't have a ventilator. You put someone almost dying, you put him on the ventilator, when he starts breathing. He says, I am not a ventilator. And you said that your life here has already left. So how will I revive you? So he says, Mahabhuja. He says, because you are mighty round. Which means, Tad bhujasya mirt sanjeevan ausadhasya sparsh matrenaiva susthara susitalai bhute dehe asmin prana swayameva agatya sthashyanti. He says, your arms are so beautiful, so wonderful. They are just like Mrit Sanjeevani, means a medicine in Ayurveda which revives a dead person. So if you just touch me with your arms, then my body will get revived. And then the life here will come back. Because life here wants to leave because the body is burning. But if you touch my body, then body will feel cool. And then the life here will come back. So you can do that. So nanu mam bina swasya gatim eva janasi chain Maharaj Kumaram Param Sukumaram Adarniyam mam ne mam yatra temane ityadishtvati kim akopayat. So now Krishna says that if you know that you cannot live without me, then how is it that you ordered me to carry you when I am a prince and I am a tender boy, Maharaj Kumar, and I am Sukumar, Param Sukumkar, and I am so honorable, everybody respects me. So how is that you ordered me to carry? Don't you know who I am? So then says that Dasyaste, then she speaks very humbly that Dasyaste Kripanaya me Sakhe Darshe Sannidhi. So he is applying the words of the sloka. Tadanim vilasa shama nidra alasya bhutaya eva diniya maya tathoktam kshamasya makupya. He says at that time I was completely tired because of dancing, singing, walking. I lost my brain. Please don't be angry. Tolerate, be compassionate. Kincha yogyaya api maya saha tvamev dridham yat sakhyam akaro teneva tathaham avocham. And although I am not qualified, but you have made me your friend, and I believed it, and that's how I spoke, because friends can speak like that. So that's why he is saying He Sakhe Dasyaste Kripanaya He Sakhe Darsha Sannidhi He Priye Tarhi Prasanno Abhuvam Mat Samipam Ehi Tichet Samprati Anutap Dukkhena Andhasmi Tvam Kva Vartse Iti Na Pashyami. He says, therefore please be happy with me and come near me, because right now I am out of grief. I am blind, I cannot see where you are. So you have to come near me. I have lost my vision. Therefore she is saying Darshaya Sannidhim. Show me yourself. Etavadeva vilapya virha udghuna vashat sammuhiya bhumau apadat iti jayam. So lamenting like this, out of separation, she had udghuna, means what you call
Swoon.
headache, big headaches, and then she fell on the ground.
Fell in a swoon.
So he says agre mohitam ityukte, because in the next sloka the gopis will see her as in a state of swoon. So I'll stop here unless somebody has any more question. Yeah.
When she says that even though I'm ayogya, you made me your friend, what does it mean? Is it an expression
Means just like you say, I'm not qualified to be your friend, but it's out of your greatness that you accept me as your friend. So in separation, the humility also comes. So that's what is being shown. Okay.